Hello my dudes, welcome back to the vlog channel, second channel for another Nuuly review. I actually filmed this entire thing yesterday. I was so productive, and then the footage got corrupted because one of my memory cards is cursed. So I'm back today, fresh hair and makeup, gonna do it all over again, but it's fine because we're gonna have a good time. So a couple of things, depending on how many videos I've posted before this. Again, we have the fresh blonde hair, DIY. The whole vlog of how I did my hair will be coming soonish. It was chaotic, so it should be a funny video. I also still have my little press-on nails on. It's only been like a day. The thumb popped off literally 2 seconds before filming. I woke up and I had marks in my hand because I guess I was like stabbing myself, holding my hands really tight in my sleep. Definitely going to take these off as soon as I'm done filming today, but they've been fun and they're here for the Nuuly review-ly. So like I mentioned last time, this time I took your suggestions. I asked on Instagram if you guys had any Nuuly recommendations for me. People did a little shopping, sent me screenshots. If you did that, I appreciate your time. I appreciate your effort. It was fun to look through the recommendations. So I saved any of the recommendations where I thought, okay, that's adventurous, that's different, but not so wild that I'll never wear it, you know? And then I had to see obviously what was available and also what makes sense in terms of a whole Nuuly. You want it to be fairly balanced. Oh yeah, by the way, Nuuly is a clothing rental service. It's 6 items for $88 a month, but if you guys use my code, I get a little discount of either like 10 or 20 bucks. You get a discount on your first Nuuly as well. It's fun for me. I like trying out different clothes. I like not buying new clothes because I don't have the space to add that much to my forever wardrobe, but I do like having some new stuff in rotation. I like that there's less guilt if you don't like something because at least you didn't buy it. You just try it. Either you love it, you hate it, and then you send it back. Or if you really love it, you can buy it, which I have done a handful of times. So let's get into it. First thing are the pants that I'm wearing. I want to show you this outfit all together because this is what I wore yesterday. I wore it in an Instagram photo as well. But I went on my daily walk to get my coffee and I felt very cute. It was fun to put all this together. I've got these new masks from Sunday school because I thought it's probably time, you know, a year into quarantine to finally have masks that are pretty cute. So here we go. All that's missing is my little crossbody green purse and my shoes, of course. I was just like, yes, okay, yellow. Let's get a warm goldy. Let's wear my favorite orange jacket. Trying to type with these, like this length of nails is comical. I tried to do some editing yesterday, comical. These are the Carnaby kicked crop trousers by Sanctuary, size small. Retail $89, Nuuly price $66.75. So again, these are supposed to be cropped. I'm 5'3", as I mention often, and these pretty much reach right at my ankles. I'm not used to any cropped pants giving me the cropped vibe that they're supposed to unless they happen to come in a petite size, but that's fine because I just want the plaid. You know, I told you guys many times recently, I'm looking for the perfect plaid pant, plaid trousers. So these are interesting because they're like, they feel kind of leggingsy because they're just stretchy, elastic waistband, no zippers, no buttons, which I like. Gotta stand on my tippy toes to show them off. I actually have worn these a lot, probably the most out of anything this month. I was just glad when I first tried them on that they fit. Though at the beginning, maybe I've stretched them out throughout the month, but at the beginning, they feel comfortable when I'm standing, walking, but when I was sitting, they would start digging into my stomach so bad it made me feel nauseous. I was like, that's not gonna work. So these have been like, if I have a little outing, Nathan and I are gonna go on a walk, I'll wear these because they feel a little different than my usual jeans. But they are really comfy. I've worn them around the house as well. I like that they're, you always gotta do the stretch tests. They're flexible, they're comfy. What can I say? I don't love the front section, just like with any like leggings. I don't really want to show off this part just because either sometimes it hangs awkwardly and also I like cropped shirts, but they go well with jeans, high-waisted jeans. But like sometimes I did wear my big Grubhub sweatshirt, which goes down to like here. So that would just cover the front, cover the back, and just show off the leg, which is the whole point, right? Overall, I like them a lot. I actually considered buying them at a point, but looking at their price, $67? No. I might look and see if I can find them on a resale site or secondhand or something, but no, I can't do $67 for these pants. It's been a good time, but the search for the perfect pair of plaid pants continues. Okay, what next? Oh, okay, this was suggested by multiple people. I think it was already in my Nuuly closet, meaning that I had already liked it. Wow, a coat, a very chill coat. Just like my nails are absolutely chill. This is a very casual fit. Should I pick up some soy milk? Sure thing. I think I have worn this with these pants as well, just because it's a comfy combo. So obviously this is a big faux fur coat. It's got the dashes of blue. I like the color. I like the way the light reflects off of it. I like that it just feels like a boss bitch kind of coat. I feel like I don't have that vibe very often, but I like it once in a while. The weather this month, by the way, started out really cold in early March. So when I was picking all of these, I was kind of thinking either cold weather outfits or indoor only. But this coat ended up being great, at least in early March when it was still cold. Lately it's gotten warmer, thank God. I can't tell you how happy I've been to literally feel the warmth of the sun. It's been like 65-ish. It went up to 80 one day. I felt like my soul was restored. I don't know, it was probably quarantine, but this winter was obviously really difficult, worse than usual for me. And I was just like, I can't stand another windy, cold, rainy, snowy day. So thank Mother Earth for spring. I do love spring, a good season. So anyway, yeah, now it's definitely too hot. Now it's too hot for like anything other than a very light jacket. But I wore this a few times, again, on my walks when it was cold, and it's warm as hell. It's way too warm to be wearing right now. I am sweating. In terms of the size, obviously I knew that it would be oversized. It's meant to be, but I think the size that I wanted was not available, so I had to go a size up. And I mean, I don't mind it. Again, it's like, it's part of the look, but I might have liked it a little bit more if it was a teeny bit smaller. Just casually carrying my laptop around. This is the Nostalgia Faux Fur Coat. Dang it, I did it again. Faux Fur Coat. Nostalgia Faux Fur Coat. Why is that so hard to say? I said that yesterday during filming and it was such a funny moment. I said Faux Fur Coat, and I did it again. From Unreal Fur, size medium. Yeah, I probably would have liked a small or even extra small if it was available. Retail $4.49. Nuuly price $148.16. $4.49, Jesus. People pay a lot of money for clothing sometimes. I don't know if I'll ever get to the point where I want to spend $500 on a coat. I know people spend more than that. I know like Canada Goose, people spend like $1,000 on those fucking coats, but I'm like, Jesus. For $149, I mean, that might be a slightly more acceptable price for a coat, but like, this isn't like my winter go-to puffer that I've worn now for like 2 or 3 winters straight. This is like you probably could survive parts of a New York winter in this, but it's not for me. It was a fun time. I'm glad we tried it. I enjoy it. It's a fun look, but it's a no. Okay, let's move on. It's so hard to get these nails are a pain in the ass. It's just not like, I know obviously if you have long nails or you wear press-on nails frequently or whatever, you get used to it, you learn how to live life. This length is never for me permanently, but it is fun. But like, it's just too many things. Even just grabbing my credit card from my wallet yesterday, or like trying to wash my face last night, I was like, I'm going to stab myself in the eye. It's just not practical. Weirdly, these nails are not practical, and I feel misled. Okay, howdy y'all. So I picked this fringy, if you can see, show off the fringe, fringy. There's also fringe around the back. This top, I saw it and I thought, ooh, that's different. I don't wear fringe very often. It's kind of it's got a little bit of a masculine vibe because of the button up, I guess. And I guess the fringe is a little bit edgy. Questioning, I'm like, is it? But then of course fringe is like a cute, you know, feminine thing as well. So it's playing with some fact, whatever. So I convinced myself, I saw the pictures, I was like, yeah, that looks kind of cool. And I tried it on. First time I tried it on, I had my hair in braids that day. And I was like, no, this is literally Jessie Toy Story 2. And I think that ruined this shirt for me. From then on, I was like, I can't take myself seriously in this. So let's tuck it in because I think that will make it slightly better. This is the Western Fringe button-down from Levi's. Size small, retail $69.50, Nuuly price $52.12. In terms of the fit and like looking at the viewfinder right now, it looks pretty cute tucked in like this, but it also just looks like a plain black button down. I don't know, I thought this would be a fun thing to wear in like a video or something because it's like still a basic shirt but has a little bit of fun. But I also realized, and it's even worse now that my hair's even lighter, I don't love wearing black tops with my blonde hair being this long because my hair is just constantly everywhere. My hair is shedding all the time. And of course, when I wear dark tops, it's like, I don't want my hair all over the place. Again, especially when I'm filming videos, it makes me insane when there's like a hair out of place or like there's a hair sticking to my shirt and I don't notice until I'm editing. Yeah, it looks cute now. I never gave it a chance. I did not wear this even once. I could have worn this to the store. I could have walked down the street and back. I could have done a do-si-do in this. Of course I could. I think it just felt a little too costumey. It's not like theatrical, but yeah, I don't know. I guess it's beyond me. Okay, this shirt, bear with me. Let's at least do it some justice. Whatever justice it deserves. Got to button up the back, which, oh no, zip, I mean, the zipper's so far down I can barely reach it. I think the process of putting on clothing contributes to how you feel about the item, no matter how it looks once it's on. Because like if I have to contort myself and feel really awkward and get really sweaty putting something on, even if it looks amazing after, when it's all settled, I feel like I remember that. My body viscerally remembers me being like that, you know? Not that this top is cute once it's settled because, okay. So again, I'm gonna show you the fully out effect and then let's do ourselves a favor, tuck it in. Most things can be fixed, or at least partially, by being tucked into a nice pair of jeans. I just like these pants. Every time I like tuck something in and I'm like, oh, that's cute. So it's got this whole fringe all the way around. It's got these like the ruching around the whole wrist. It's supposed to be a little bit puffier and the shoulders do some stuff. And this is just, it feels like a clown ruffle. That's what it feels like actually. This feels like a clown suit, slightly. Again, it's almost a little bit Western, but more in a House on the Prairie kind of way. I feel like I should be, is her name Laura Ingalls Wilder? I should be her school teacher. If this were a full-length dress, absolutely. And my hair was in a little bun, tasteful. Okay, I don't know. I don't hate it. I don't like it, but I don't hate it. Actually, I feel like I look Mormon. Not in an extreme Mormon way, but just like, oh, this is very conservative. Though the Mormons that I know from my hometown are all very well dressed and not very conservative in terms of their fashion. Irrelevant. Sometimes I do feel like my fashion taste, which kind of hurts me, sometimes I like things that are like very Mormon mommy blogger, like dresses and flowing and curly blonde hair and all of your blonde children, and I'm like, oh my god, that should not be my brand. Then I look at some like alternative mommies covered in tattoos, very cool, and I'm like, that could be me. I have no tattoos yet, but I could do it maybe if I can learn to handle the pain. Look at me now. I've got freaking sharp plastic nails on. No, I think we all know I'm destined to be a very like basic dorky mom, which that's fine. That's fine. That's who I am. Do a little dance in this one. So I have worn this. I've worn this 2 or 3 times now. Again, I just wanted to wear it to the store. To the store! It actually is pretty comfortable. It's very lightweight. It's very breezy. So it feels okay. But I feel like when I wear it, like, it probably looks like I'm trying to make a statement. But like, what statement is that? Don't know. Okay, what is this? This is the No Frills Plaid Blouse from English Factory, size medium, retail $80, Nuuly price $65.59. 65 bones for this? feel like I have to come really close to the camera to even look at it. It's also very wrinkly, and I do not iron. I have like a little handheld steamer thing, but it like takes so long to work that I essentially don't have one. Anyway, it was an attempt. Again, we were trying to go outside of my comfort zone. Ordinarily, would I ever see this blouse and go, yes, Tiffany, that's you. I don't like saying my own name. Ugh. I can only stand saying Tiffany Ferguson, but I don't like saying Tiffany. I think it's the way that it lands in my voice. It's like, Tiffany, I'm Tiffany. And then everyone always thinks I'm saying Stephanie. And honestly, when I was a kid and I watched Full House, I wanted to be Stephanie. So I was like, why didn't my parents just name me Stephanie? That would be so much easier. But you know, I'm Tiffany. Maybe they were inspired by Tiffany, the pop princess in the mall. That's what I was supposed to be. Let's move on. So this top, I wore this in my main channel video, and it was a risk for a lot of reasons. I don't wear low-cut tops very often in general. I definitely don't wear them often in videos, especially like the angle that I'm filming at. I was like, oh my god, my boobs! Even though my boobs are not huge, but still, I'm not used to it. We're used to the high neck. Also, I do really like the cut of this. I love the ruching around the middle. It's very comfortable. It feels very nice. These like flappy round little sleeves are kind of cute, but kind of weird. They have this like elastic, which is actually pretty tight, but it looks decently cute. And I do love this color. I love the purple, the lilac, is that it? Little orange bits and white all around. I think it's a pretty top. The day I was filming that video, I curled my hair, I put this on, I took some selfies, and got a lot of compliments. People said, ooh, I like this color on you. Because again, it's not something I wear very often. This style is not something I wear often. Now, let's get into the negatives of this top because I feel like you can already see them. There's this little tie here on each side, and I don't know what it's for. I guess you can tighten it for some reason, but like, it doesn't do anything. The whole top half of this shirt wants to fall off. It wants to fall off my shoulder, and then it gets loose like here-ish. So I feel like I have to pull the shirt down even more just to get it to be taut, you know? It's not a major problem, but it's slightly annoying. When I was filming, I think I tied these to my bra just so that I guess it would stay and not fall off my shoulder. So let's show the whole shirt. This is my first time seeing the back, and honestly it looks kind of weird. This is the Dean Juliette blouse from Auguste. Size 6, retail $139, Nuuly price $82.01. Yeah, it's cute, and again, I like it with these jeans, especially. It hits a good point, I'd say. Slightly cropped, but what? This is my belly button. So it's a good length, it works with a lot of the pants I have. I wore it not only in that video, but a couple more times around the house, to go out, to enjoy the good weather. So it's kind of inspiring me for more springy, obviously floral, brighter, pastel, Easter colors. I'm like, why would I wear Easter color? I'm not religious. Look at my 7 years old. I'm like, yeah, I wanna wear Easter colors. I wanna look like a painted egg. Sometimes, sure. It's funny because actually, if I were just wearing all yellow nails, this would look really cute. Obviously the checker nails clash with it. So much of this Nuuly review is dedicated to how press-on nails affect the vibe of every outfit, but I don't know what it is. I guess a hand with these kind of nails just looks cool. It looks cool, and it does change, like, I want to rest with my hands on my chest, like this. On my collarbone or across my head really dramatically. The real Nuuly review was about the press-on nails. Okay, what do we have? One more? One more thing, let's go. Surprise, it's a coverall jumpsuit. Okay, I just wanna show you before I finish buttoning it. I like the way that well, from here I guess. I like the way that the bottom half feels. Like if this were a pair of pants, it would probably feel, no, it looks bad. Let me finish my thought. Ooh, okay, look. From the top half, this looks pretty cool. Yeah, I like it from here up. It looks like a cool, again, a more masculine feeling, probably just because it's coveralls and we traditionally associate more physical labor with men, though untrue stereotype. It reminds me of our sapphic gardener girly in Bly Manor. Yes. Did she ever wear coveralls? I don't know, maybe just overalls. So, Jesus, I'm so hungry. I actually got ready first thing this morning, haven't even eaten breakfast, got ready, and I'm filming, and my stomach is like, Mom, am I my stomach's mother? I guess. Mom, let's eat some waffles and vegan sausages and bacon. And I'm saying, yes, hold on, son. Mommy needs to finish filming her Nuuly review. This got weird, I know, I'm sorry. Never want to hear myself call myself mommy until perhaps I have children. Why am I talking about motherhood so much in this episode? Okay, you can see from here, you define the waist, and then the hips, this is all the coverall, you know? There are these pockets here that I wish were not, because they add a bunch of bulk and like the fabric tends to bunch up all around here. I've tried to move the pockets around. You can try to put them more toward the front or toward the back. Either way, it makes this shape very not me. In terms of the length, these go all the way down past my ankles. They're full length on me. I think they're supposed to be pretty full length. They're just slightly cropped for the tall people. But yeah, if it were just better fitted to my bottom half, on the bottom half, it would be better. I saw so many reviews where people said, oh my God, this jumpsuit is everything. I put it on and it was perfect, fit me like a glove. I feel so cool in it. And I was like, wow, I want to feel that. I want to experience that with a jumpsuit. And I do love jumpsuits. I have been craving some overalls or some coveralls, something different, something fun. I thought, ooh, I'm gonna wear this utility suit. I'm gonna walk down the street. That's all I do. That's all I can imagine myself doing in any outfit is like, I'm gonna go outside, walk around a couple steps, and I'm gonna come back and we'll see how I feel. All I know is I've tried to wear this. I tried it on the first time and I was like, oh, that doesn't work for me the way I thought it would. And then I tried to wear this the other day when Nathan and I were gonna go walk around on the weekend. Again, I put it on and I was like, no, this isn't it. This is not it. Again, it's also too warm in New York now, I think, for this. What season does this work for? What occasion? If you are a coverall wearer, let me know. I'm not gonna give up my pursuit of coveralls. I'm going to continue seeking it out, but this was not my time. Last one, let's see what it is. These are the Boyish guy coveralls from Boyish. Size small, retail $188, Nuuly price $105.28. So like, yeah, the model in the picture looks really fucking cool. You could definitely go for either a more masculine or more androgynous thing because this is it's supposed to be inspired by like utilitarian fashion. It's supposed to be unisex. So I guess for me, that feels a little more on the masculine side. Also, it's like a pretty like, it's a darker color, it's a thicker, heavier material, and to me that feels more masculine. But yeah, they really get it to you in the name. Boyish guy overalls. I wish they called them the Boyish dude cover. Are they called overalls or coveralls? Coveralls. I just can't get over how sad this region is. Maybe I could have just at least taken a cool picture in them, crouching somewhere. Could have just like, is this cool or weird? You can see my, oh no, I'm wearing little Easter inspired socks. All of my funny, interesting, cute socks are given to me by Nathan's mother, sweet woman that she is. Well, that's it, y'all. That was March's Nuuly. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I mean, there was a solid 1, 2, 3 pieces that I enjoyed. I wore multiple times, got my use out of, and then these other 3, Cowboy, Fringe, Little House on the Prairie, and Coveralls were more misses. But, you know, that's just how it is. It's a roll of the die. My stomach is growling. Again, stay tuned for more Nuuly stuff, and if you want to try out Nuuly, use my code or link, whatever it is. Get a little disky, I get a disky for future vids. I am excited to pick my next box. It's gonna be a lot more springy stuff, a lot more breezy, light. I'm gonna try to continue with the colors that are maybe a little bit out of my usual comfort zone. I'm excited. It's gonna be a good one. Every time. I thought when I was picking this one out, I thought it was like hit, 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 winner, winner. I really thought that every single piece was gonna be like a surprise win. And I was half right. I love the confidence. Every time I pick my Nuuly, I'm like, yes, yeah, it's gonna be good. And then we see. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for more videos. Leave me a comment if you watched the whole thing. I appreciate you people. You people as in the viewers of the second channel. Okay, I'm hungry. Okay, thanks, bye.